Well, good evening, Council. I'd like to call this evening's, the Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023, regular meeting to order. First up on the agenda is 2.1, adoption of this evening's agenda, please. Moved by Councillor Pearson, second by Councillor Blanchette. Are there any additions or deletions? Hearing none, all in favor? It's carried. Item 3.1, adoption of the minutes of the May 9th, 2023 regular meeting of Council. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. Are there any errors or omissions arising? All in favor? It's carried. 3.2, adoption of the minutes of the May 16th, 2023 Committee of the Whole, that they be adopted. Moved by Councillor Pearson, seconded by Councillor Mulyk. Are there any errors or omissions arising from it? All in favor? It's carried. 5 items in the read file. Is there any one or group that Council would like to surface? Councillor Pearson?
Yeah, item 4, the letter of District of Coldstream to the Minister of Housing. 100% support the letter and the intent of the letter towards the provincial government mandating how rural communities deal with their housing issues. So that was all for me.
Good. Thank you. Some good points in there. On to administrative reports. 8.1, the Valemount Senior Citizens Housing Society providing a notice of disposition with the recommendation that village staff be directed to enter in a lease agreement with the Valemount Senior Citizens Housing Society for a portion of Ash Street property legally described as parcel D R2247-8.
Sorry,
Yes,
I have to jump in, Your Worship. I would ask to be recused because I have, I'm actually on the seniors board.
Okay, thank you very much, Councillor.
Your Worship, I confirm the councillor accusing themselves have left the chamber.
Thank you, Mr. Depenau. Reiterating the recommendation that village staff be directed to enter into a lease agreement with the Valemount Senior Citizens Housing Society for a portion of the Ash Street property, legally described as parcel D R22478 of the south half of the northeast quarter of District Lot 7355, Caribou District, except part subdivided by Plan VCTV 1223. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, seconded by Councillor Pearson. Discussion? All in favor? It's carried. We have Councillor Mulyk back in, please.
Yes, Your Worship, Councillor Pearson's approving him now.
Councillor Mulyk, the recommendation was carried.
Thank you.
8.2, 2022 revised consolidated financial statements with a recommendation that council approves the revised 2022 consolidated financial statements. Moved by Councillor Blanchette, seconded by Councillor Pearson. Discussion? All in favor? It's carried. Didn't hear any new business being brought forward. Is there a notice of motion from members? On to item 12.1, council reports. Start on my left, Councillor Blanchette.
I don't have anything to report this week.
And how sweet is that?
It's very good.
Thank you. Councillor Mulyk?
Okay, from May 9th to the 12th, I traveled to Dawson Creek and attended the NCLGA AGM with CEO Depenau. Lots to hear and discuss. Excellent speakers. I can't say enough of how much I enjoyed the interaction with colleagues and just the ability to the learning, the collaboration that is so evident in what is happening there. You know, I had mentioned to Councillor Blanchette that doing something like that this time of year is so uplifting. It's getting you ready for, you know, it's such a positive thing that it just sets you up really nice for the rest of the year. So yeah, very, very happy with that. Excellent speakers. Also, I had two other committee meetings that were both rescheduled to sometime in the future. So that is it for me.
Thank you very much. Councillor Pearson?
Actually pretty light on my end too. So on May 18th, met with the Youth Council, did a little work on procedures, running through a resolution, passing a resolution, and I look forward to them visiting the office in the future and meet with staff, learn what each positions do, and then potentially setting up a mock council meeting where they would be a shadow council in an off-council setting. And on May 19th, the Friday, we had the council gathering with Best Western, representatives from the North Thompson all the way to Robson Valley. It was a great day of discussion, excuse me, and collaboration. And it really showed that what the members of the Valley can do when they work together on items. So looking forward to some really positive results coming out of that. And that brings me to today.
Thank you, Councillor. On May 10th, I attended a Columbia Basin Trust Housing Initiatives Committee. May 11th, had a meeting with the VCF President Jackman around improvements to Cedarside Regional Park, more of a regional strategy sit down. May 15th, I had a meeting with the manager at IGA, Mr. Mann, around the provincial nomination program. May 16th, Columbia Basin Trust Investments Committee. And then off to Prince George, May 17th, where I was able to have a pretty enlightening tour of Foothills Landfill. You would be amazed on the size and scope of an operation that size and sort of the partnerships that they've been able to create with folks like Fortis, working with reclaiming some of the methane created by the landfill and putting that back into their natural gas portfolio. And just the scope of their composting program in that area. I mean, the small pile that makes its way to Valemount for folks to collect is minuscule by comparison. It was quite invigorating. May 18th was a series of committee and board meetings, starting in the morning with the Environments and Parks Committee, followed by the Public Safety and Emergency Management Committee, where I was elected chair. The Regional Hospital Board met that morning and then followed up that afternoon with the Regional District Open Board. And then on May 19th, joined Councillor Pearson and 24 other participants for the Council to Council gathering. Not gonna echo Councillor Pearson, but I had an outstanding day with both senior staff and elected officials right from the Thompson-Nicola Regional District right through to the Regional District Fraser Fort George and all communities in between. And, you know, one of the best quotes of the day came from Chief Lampro of the Sim First Nation in some closing remarks. This is exactly what we needed. I will be smiling all the way home. So a good concluding remarks. And then today I'm joining you from Castlegar as I was taking part in a joint Columbia Power Columbia Basin Trust board meeting. Motion to receive. Moved by Councillor Mulyk, seconded by Councillor Pearson. Questions, comments, discussion on council reports?
Actually, just
Councillor Pearson?
one addition to my report I forgot. Excuse me. Last week, we also had a photo op with the Valemount Community Forest check presentation to the Valemount Ambulance Association for the medical transport bus in town. So we had a nice group there of members on both sides for a check presentation of $5,000 towards the bus. So.
Oh, excellent. It's one of those opportunities, Councillor, where not a lot of other granting agencies will get into the operational side of financing. So that's very cool. Any further discussions around council reports? All in favor of receipt? It's carried. We all have time for public comment under 14.1 on items considered by council as part of the approved agenda. Are there any public comments this evening?
No response on the first call, Your Worship.
Thank you. Second call? I think we'll end it on second call. And then moving on, we're not moving into in camera this evening, so I'll ask for adjournment. Councillor Pearson? Thank you. We are adjourned.